All right, what's up everybody? Arm day. So, I got two arms. One's good, one's okay. The right arm being the one that I tore my right tricep. It's been 24 weeks now, about 6 months, right? Something like that, maybe 20, I don't fucking remember. Either way, the whole process over probably the past like month, 6 weeks, I've been really focusing on actually getting it to grow now. Before it was just making sure that it was activating, make sure that it was good, make sure that it worked and I didn't fuck it up again, re-tear it, do anything fucking stupid. Right now I'm trying to get it to grow. So I've been doing a lot of unilateral training, drop sets, supersets, pretty much anything to see what would happen to make it grow. I've never had an injury like this. You see a lot of people, and some people, their arms, like Anton, if you don't follow him, he's tore just about everything, I think, and he's come back fucking phenomenally. Everything looks the same, so I'm kind of on that same path to get my right arm to look like my left arm. And there's a couple things we'll go over. Whenever Dr. Prisk was doing all the sonograms and looking at my bicep tendons, looking at my tricep, looking at both arms, seeing where it was. So we're gonna jump right in. Make sure that you're paying attention to the workouts. All the workouts will be in the bio. They'll be timestamped by one of these two fuckers, the Bukaki of camera again. I love it. We're back. Pre-workout for arm day. We do 2 scoops of hydraulic, non-stim pre-workout, and half a scoop of demo day. Rapid glycogen loader, carbohydrate powder. Unicorn blood, our #1 seller. Get good shots of me shaking it?
I think so.
All right, so warming up. For biceps over the past, like I said, it's been about 5-6 weeks since I'm training pretty hard now. My elbow, still not what it used to be. My tricep, my right arm, doesn't look like it used to before I got hurt. My whole goal in the beginning was to get it back where it's functional. Now I want the fucker to look the same. I need it to grow. What I've chosen to do over the past few weeks, is start pushing harder with the unilateral training, one side at a time. Alternating dumbbell curls, alternating hammer curls, one arm cable curls, one arm dumbbell curls. I have to push the limits. I can't be a complete fucking pussy in here. I can't be afraid to continue to re-tear my tricep. I'm past that point. I don't believe I'm gonna re-tear my tricep. However, I'm still have to pay attention to my limits. There's certain exercise I'm not gonna fucking do yet. I just don't feel comfortable. But if I continue to just always put a limit on myself, I'm not gonna find out how far I can go. So there's a fine fucking line between all this, and I'm gonna push the son of a bitch as far as I can. My right bicep, whenever Dr. Prisk was doing sonograms all over my right arm, my right bicep, he noticed, he's like, hey, you got some damage to that as well. Wouldn't be surprised if you tear that. I'm like, okay, I gotta keep that in mind, but I'm definitely not gonna be like, I can't do anything. No, I'm still gonna fucking push limits. If it tears, it tears. Fucking you do. You know, if you wanna live inside a bubble, go live inside a bubble. It's not gonna happen for me. Unilateral training, we'll go over some of the things that I've been doing. I usually, right now, I'm starting with alternating dumbbell curls. I'm not reinventing the fucking wheel here either. This is similar to the shit that I've done in the past. However, with drop sets and supersets, I've been doing like easy bar curls. I'll do those relatively heavy, do some cheat curls with that, and then I'll move into superset that with like alternating dumbbell curls or one arm dumbbell curls, starting with the injured arm. That way I get a better contraction with it. I'm squeezing more with my right arm rather than my left. My left is good. It looks like how I want. This arm, it's not small, it just doesn't have the same fullness and roundness. So I'm still building it, and that's my goal here, is to get it up to what it was previously. People ask, like, say you have a lagging body part, and you're wondering, how the fuck do I pick it up? Start there. Start with unilateral training, meaning instead of doing two-handed exercise like easy bar curls or straight bar curls, start with alternating dumbbell curls, where you have dumbbell in each arm. Start with unilateral training, see if it builds there, because sometimes, the majority of the time at least, I've noticed personally, if I'm doing two-handed easy bar curls, my stronger arm is going to take more of the weight than my weaker arm. Just like whenever we're doing certain exercises like doing rear delts. Whenever you go back to do your rear delts, if you go with full range of motion all the way back, you might not hit your rear delts. You might not optimize the exercise because your stronger body parts are taking over. That's why I do those short ranges of motion rather than all the way back, because my back will take the most of the weight and the stress. So similar concept there, if that helped you connect the dots. But that's how it's working in my head. I believe it's working. Once I show you the goods and take the pump cover off, you'll see. You'll see me go from, I'll keep my elbows pushed out, and I push down, and then when I come up, you'll see me turn my elbows in and push down. You're hitting two different parts of your triceps. There's three heads on your triceps. Whenever my elbows are kicked out, I'm focusing on the long head in the back. Whenever I kick my elbows in, I'm gonna focus on this lateral head here. And as you can see, I'm staring at myself in the mirror as I'm doing it. Whenever you have the gun's out and you're staring at yourself in the mirror, don't look at it as an egotistical thing, being like, oh, look at this fucking douchebag, even though we all are a little bit. The whole goal is here to see your progress, see the muscles and how they're firing as you're doing the exercise to make sure that you're doing the exercise properly and it's effective. And personally, whenever I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm watching myself grow, I'm watching myself fill up, I'm watching the pump come over me, I'm watching all the food and all the supplements and everything that I'm working for work, it gives me an extra kick in the fucking ass and I work harder. It's coming back. The right side isn't the same as the left, but it's just constantly working. Whenever I'm looking at myself and I can see it, it's coming back. But right there you can see where it's lacking a little bit. It's gonna be consistent to push. I mean, right now, everything on this arm, I didn't do shit for 2 months with it, so it's all just a process of getting it back. Much fuller. A little harder. I can feel more blood flow there. It's still full as fuck, and I can still feel the crazy pump, but just little bits different. Big thing, if you're a big non-stim guy like myself and you like the pump products, non-stim pre-workouts and carbohydrate powders, no matter who the fuck you buy them from, no matter what company, make sure you're drinking your fucking fluids, make sure you're staying hydrated, because all these products, blood flow equals nutrient flow equals growth. So this is one of those supersets I was talking about for biceps. I'm doing two-handed cable curls, relatively heavy, but still in a strict form. The reason I'm doing them on the cables is I like to get a slight pull. If I lean back, it pulls on the lower part of my bicep. I just like it, it just feels good. And then right after that, I go into a unilateral exercise with the two-handed cable curls. This is one of my, everybody knows this is one of my favorite fucking exercises. I like it, I get a real good squeeze, so whenever I'm on there, I lean back again and get a good squeeze on the bicep, good contraction. Then I go into the hammer strength weighted dip there. I do a unilateral exercise with the triceps. Presses, get as many as I can with each arm, and then I go into doubles. Whole goal there is just exhausting the muscle, go to failure. Arm days for me, they're a little bit of a fucking chaotic mess. I love the fucking volume. I love it. I love integrating like some heavier sets with drop sets and doing shit more volume. I don't know what it was. I never liked doing super heavy arms. It just never appealed to me. Therefore, I found a way to incorporate more volume even in on heavy days, previous years of training. But this has worked for me. I love it. Another reason I like doing biceps and then triceps, not like all biceps and then all triceps. I like it because I'm able to get the pump in the biceps, and then whenever I go do the next exercise, I can feel the pushback from the biceps. Wherever I'm doing press downs or anything, I can feel the bicep push against it. It's one of those things that, like, I look at it if I enjoy it and if it feels good, and it keeps me in this frame of mind where I just constantly keep working and keep pushing and keep going and motivating myself by seeing all the progress and seeing the pump and seeing everything come alive. I'm gonna fucking do things that way. And I encourage you guys to do the same. This time I'm going to go backwards with the bicep exercise. I'm going to start with the one-arm cable curls there, and I'm going to work into the two-handed cable curls. Same exercises, just opposite direction. With this, I'm going to start on the individual cable curls with a heavier weight than I would if I did it the opposite. And then I'm going to lower the weight over here. So it's the same concept, just in different direction. With all this, I say it a lot, but I think I need to be repetitive because I say it to myself a lot. Don't overcomplicate all this, okay? If you put your best effort, if you put all you can or all you got into a workout, you're gonna see progress. Even for me, being as advanced as I once was with everything, being a IFBB professional bodybuilder, this injury has taught me, don't run away from the basics. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, okay, I had to start at square one. I'm still looking at myself being like, when the fuck is this thing gonna look back? When's it gonna look like this arm? Maybe never. I have to take my time and be patient and make sure that I'm just consistent with my food. I'm consistent with my training. I'm consistent with my hydration. I'm consistent with all my fucking shit so that I get to that mental spot where I'm at and I'm like, yeah, because I'm feeling it. Like it's coming. I know it's gonna happen. But if I don't keep saying this and keep pushing myself, it won't. So the same thing with your goals. Make sure that when you're doing this, don't overcomplicate everything. I'm enjoying myself. I think I'd have a little more fun if I was taking some Deca. What do you think?
I think so.
You think so? He thinks so. You probably are like, oh, you're already taking it. No, I'd be way chubbier if I was on deck. Like back in the day, like I was a fucking water buffalo. It was great. The good old days. I used to take so much shit. Oh, fuck me. Same thing as I was doing with biceps, how I was doing the 2 exercises and supersetting them, one being a 2-handed exercise, the other being unilateral. I'm gonna do the rope press downs with 1-arm cable press downs. And I'm using this angle because, here, you can stay there. Whenever I'm doing it, and I'm looking in the mirror, I can focus, if I want to, with my hand grips, I can able to hit the lateral head, or if I turn a little bit, put my hand under and lean forward, I'm able to hit the long head in the back. So whenever I'm doing it, I'll manipulate my hands and my body position just for a slight difference on how I'm hitting each tricep head. I understand that some of these things that I'm talking about are advanced techniques, or things, just little tidbits that I do. It might take you time to figure out what I'm talking about, but don't be afraid to spend time on an exercise and manipulate the exercise so that you feel it in a certain way, the same way I do. Whenever I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I can see the lateral head function more, or fire more. I turn my elbow out, lean in more, I can feel the long head push harder. All those little things. Don't be afraid to hang out in the gym and do it. Take the time to figure out the exercise, figure out your body, figure out ways to manipulate it so that you hit and get those lagging parts of your body to fire more. Whenever I'm here, if I keep my elbow pointing to the ground, press down, that's one way. If I come back in the starting position and almost make it parallel with my body, same exercise, just different angles. And when I'm here, if I lean in more and I press with the outside part of my hand, I'll feel it in the long head more. Go back. So for the last exercise, I was really feeling the triceps there. I feel tricep really started to fill up. So I like the angle, so I'm gonna keep rolling with it. I did 1-arm tricep press downs, used the rope, you tie it in a knot. Like the old, remember, your balls hang low, they wobble to and fro.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember that, Shane, right? Like 6 years old again, you fucking degenerates. And I was doing across the body. I like the across the body. I can feel the pull, and also I'm able to get a little bit of a cheat with it. Like you can, little bit of a swing, and use your body and your bicep against it. But make sure whenever you do that, you have control on the way down on that negative. Have control. So you go boom, squeeze, control on the way down. And then for biceps, I'm doing the concentration curls like Arnold from Pumping Iron. You'll see whenever I'm doing them, you can use heavier weight. Whenever you get to swing, you want to be able to, I'm going to watch in the mirror, I'm going to see it peak, okay? I'm going to focus on the contraction and then control it on the way down. Squeeze up, go down. And whenever you're doing it, you'll see me, I'll also grab my biceps so I can get a feel for it. I want to feel the muscles firing. Same vice versa when you're over here. When you're doing this, just let your arm dangle. That's a funny word, dangle. Fucking degens. Little by little, staying consistent with it all, and just being patient. I mean, I actually really enjoy it. You know, now that I'm in it, I love pushing myself. I love having a goal like this. It's good for my mind. It's good for me being in here, being a little fucking crazy, and just enjoying it. Sweating out the bad, loving the fucking good, getting the pump. But that's it. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna do one more set of concentration curls, 2 more sets of tricep press downs. Good shit. Remember, eat your ass, slap your Wheaties. That was a good one. Everybody, do a good job. Fucking keep killing it.